Hello again, and welcome to the third episode of the Dark Hour podcast. Ironically recorded during the day yet again, despite the podcast name. So this is going to be a complete 180 from all the other episodes, because let's talk about some uncomfortable topics, as it were, depression and all of that stuff, and a sense of self-worth and belonging. So, no surprise here, or at least it shouldn't be. I am pretty depressed myself. Pretty much have been since high school, at least, as far as I can remember. And kind of don't like myself. I kind of hate myself. That's just... Again, since high school, it's just kind of always been there, though it's more prominent now than it ever has been. But before I even get into all of this, why am I even being all of a sudden so personal and just so honest with all the stuff? Because I want to live in a world where people can be this honest about stuff, about things, and that's just like normal and accepted. Unfortunately, that's not how the case is, but it's ever going to be like that if I don't do it anyways, or don't try to do this. And a lot of my idols come from like people I watch online, and what I love about them is how they can be just so honest and upfront about their lives, both the good and the bad, including things like depression and stuff, and just like get it out there to their audience, and like just express their thoughts. These are the people I look up to, people that are able to just be so honest about their lives and able to do this. Because I am very reserved, very keeping to myself. If you know me, you see me in class, I don't say much, I don't talk hardly ever, and I kind of sit in the back, and I have my little few like friends and acquaintances, but that's about it. So yeah, that is, that is who I am essentially. But I won't want to be that. I want to expand and be like someone who can be confident and like outgoing and things like that. That's why I started to do this podcast, was to just get my voice out there, even though it's behind a video online. It's not like directly me talking directly to you, but it's still just getting something out there. And the other reason I'm being so personal is because no one's listening to this. Well, 1-2 people listen to this podcast. No one's gonna listen to this. If I put depression in the title, maybe a couple more people will click on it and be like, "What depression? Oh, what's this about?" But no one really cares, and that's kind of what I expected. But the reason why I'm depressed is complicated, a lot of reasons, but it all kind of boils down to just I don't have a sense of my self-identity yet. I don't really know where I belong, and I kind of don't have confidence or like a passion, really. So that's the simplified version, but yeah, essentially. So, because when I was growing up, I grew up like a Christian, and my whole life I was thinking I was gonna be a religious person, do a like mission work or stuff like that. That's what I told myself, and I even went to a Christian college and was a Bible major for the first year of doing that. But I very quickly realized that wasn't for me, and that religion isn't kind of my thing, and it kind of always was like that. Even throughout high school and middle school, I just kind of convinced myself it was, but it wasn't like I massively changed when I went to college. It was more kind of like I realized that like I wasn't really being a Christian anyways growing up, but I just kind of told myself I was because I kind of had to be, growing up. Now that I'm in college, I kind of don't have to be, so I just kind of dropped it. But then that kind of left me wondering, well, wait, now what am I gonna do for the rest of my life? Because I didn't have really any passions or anything. Right? I didn't play. Obviously, look at me. I didn't play sports or anything. I didn't wasn't a part of any like clubs or anything. I went to like a small private school, which really hurt me more than helped me, because there wasn't like a lot of I had the same group of friends, so like I didn't get like ton of that like social skills as well, so I have like major social anxiety. So it's like when after my first year of college, when like the main thing I thought I was gonna do I'm no longer doing, I kind of just like fell off and like went into like a void of trying to figure out what to do. I had a quarter of college where I guess a semester, but where I didn't even have a major. I was just taking core classes, figuring things out. but the person I was rooming with was a programming major, and so I was like, well, I like video games. I think video games are cool. I play them a lot. Why not get into that? Why not make video games? So I switched to like programming with like gaming and animation on the side, because I figured, well, I could get into programming and do more of like the artsy stuff at the side. And I lasted programming, I think it was a year and a half for how long I did that with. But like once programming started to get even like slightly complicated, it very quickly fell off for me, and I just kind of started failing like and having to drop classes. I was like, okay, well, I can't do programming, so how did 3D and animation go? I took one class on 3DS. It was like a beginner's class on like Maya and like 3ds Max and all that stuff. I didn't even get to like texturing. Like what everyone else did in the class did, but I didn't even get to that. I passed, like I got a pity grade of like a C, but I didn't enjoy it. Like I didn't enjoy the process of learning of doing like the 3D modeling and all that stuff. And the same with programming. Like I could do the really really simple logic stuff, but like once we got to the nitty-gritty of it, it was like I wasn't enjoying it enough to like really get good at it and to really keep doing it. So it's like, okay, well, shit, now what do I do? I can't. I wasted all that time, so what now? Well, I watch a lot of internet content, a lot of people that make videos online, and I still do. That's like my main source of entertainment. But like, so maybe I'll get into like video production and do all that stuff. So it was a year of video production. This is at OC, Oklahoma Christian, where I was doing all this, and I lasted a year there doing that, and I realized I am kind of enjoying this, but I can't do this here. Like this school is not a good place for video production. So came home. Now I'm living at home and going to the Art Institute of for video production. So you think, oh well, I'm good. I figured it out. But like, especially since I'm close to graduating. But like even, I guess I'm just kind of realizing that like so much of video production I don't enjoy, and that worries me, because like I'm doing stuff for my senior project. We haven't started filming yet, and that's kind of the problem. Is the filming part is fun, and then the post-production is fun. Everything else about filmmaking is a nightmare, and I hate it. Like writing the scripts are not fun. Lining a script is fun in short bursts, but like even for a short film, that takes a lot out of me. Like just all like doing the storyboards. We did like photo storyboards, and that was just a nightmare because of scheduling issues and just figuring all that out. But like I can't draw, so I have to do photo storyboards. Especially since I'm doing like a fight scene, so it's stuff like that. But like, oh my god, getting actors and like talking to actors and doing all that stuff. Thankfully, I have a producer who's helping me with that side of things, but that is just way out of my field. I am not like a leader. I'm not like someone that should be like directing or producing or doing these like lead positions or like all these pre-production positions. But because it's a short, like no budget film, I have to do most of this myself. I can't like pay people to do like different things like an actual film production would for pre-production. And all the people helping me are just my friends, but they have like their own lives and like schedule issues and like work and stuff. So it's like not everyone can be there, and there's like issues with how far people live from where I'm filming, and it is a fucking nightmare, and I hate it, and it isn't helping my depression at all. It's just making it worse, because I don't know what to do, really. And then once we get to the actual filming part and post-production, it will hopefully go better if I even get to that part, hopefully. But I wouldn't be the first student to drop out of AI so close to the end, but I don't want to, and I know the school doesn't want that. The school doesn't want another like failed student so close to the end, but it's not. I'm not like really enjoying most of the filmmaking as much as I thought I was, and that's kind of an issue, because the thing about making art and like filmmaking as a part of that is like you have to enjoy the process to really be passionate about it. And I've tried so many different things. Like I tried drawing too, because I was like, well, I like animation, so maybe if I start drawing, learn how to do animation. But again, drawing just wasn't fun. Programming wasn't fun. 3D modeling wasn't fun. And if I'm not having fun making it, then it's not like something I'm gonna have a passion for, if that makes sense. And so filmmaking is the thing that's like I have the most passion for, but even then it's just certain aspects of filmmaking and not like the real nitty-gritty planning and producing and all that stuff. No, I hate all of that. Because the people that like the reason why I got into filmmaking and stuff is because I watch people on like YouTube and stuff. That you see me like we're constantly Mega 64 shirts because they're like my idols, one of my idols. Because back in 2003, 2004, they were just like three friends like right out of high school that took their like mom's like tape home video recorder and made 6 30-minute episodes of a show that they were going to air on public access TV just for fun. Like that is the level of passion they had for that, and they are, because I've seen them those 6 episodes, and they are very like production wise just the worst that it can be, both audio and like all that stuff. But like it was a creative like idea that they had, and they took the time to make that. Like I'm spending so much time just making like a 12-minute senior film, and they made 6 30-minute episodes right out of high school with like their tape recorder, filming just like in their neighborhood and in their houses and like in their garage, like making makeshift sets and stuff for just like fun. Like they had no intention of this becoming their job. It eventually did become their job. They've made more things. They're working on like a film now. Like they just released their video recently that was like the top video in Reddit for that day. Like they're making stuff, and they've improved drastically like in like the 15 years they've been doing this. But like that's the filmmaking I like, that kind of low budget indie stuff like for online, because I want to be like make stuff online. But the problem with making stuff online is just you have to have like a certain outgoing personality to really be an online personality, because that's what you're selling. Your personality is what you're selling online. Your content does not matter at all. The production does not matter at all. You are selling yourself. You have to become a cult of personality, as it is. You know, you have to be like someone that people can latch on to. I don't have that personality, which is why I'm partly making these podcasts and just getting myself out there, getting used to just talk constantly. Because like you have to be able to just talk and keep being interesting, and that is really hard to do because I'm so reserved. I'm so just self-contained inside myself. I don't express myself at all, hardly ever. And part of the reason is just because I know that what I have to say isn't going to interest most people, because most of what I consume is just like niche stuff that people don't know about. So it's like I can't. Well, what am I going to bring up? You know, who cares? Who cares what I have to say? I mean, how many, again, like 1 or 2 people listen to these podcasts so far where I've talked about my favorite films and stuff. So it's like I'm not expecting a huge audience, but like I know that most people don't care, but I have to get better at talking, better at speaking, better at doing this. And so I'm, starting easy by doing an unedited podcast. Maybe eventually I'll actually set up a camera and film myself, which will be like the next major step. But like, I have to work hard to get there, to get to where I want to be the outgoing personality, to make stuff online. And it's frustrating because I know that like, people are in similar situations of me, but have just progressed much faster and have made like that their job, their living, just because they have just a better work ethic and passion for this that I just don't have. And it's the fact that I don't have that really like kills me right there. It makes me hate myself. It just brings out that depression that like. Sorry, there's someone I watch online. His name is Nate, but his YouTube channel is called Best Guy Ever. And it is facetious and all that, and meant to be kind of like overly arrogant and stuff, but like this guy has a normal 9 to 5 shitty job that he hates, but every day after he came home from school for like not school but from his job for like 6 months, he wouldn't relax or take it easy. He would get out his at the time like shitty laptop that like could barely edit at all, like it was very slow, very outdated, and made this like 30-minute like analysis video that was well written and edited of a show that he wanted to talk about. And he spent 6 months like editing on this terrible laptop. Like he said, his internet would like crap out all the time, so we'd have to go to the library to like get stuff, and it would take forever. Every little like editing change, he would have to re-render like the whole thing just to like see it because his laptop was that bad. And he like had the passion to do that after like working all day, to just make this thing that eventually, after like almost half a year, like he finally released and made it. And since then he's made a couple more videos like that. This was like 2 years ago that video came out. But like that level of like passion to just like after working all day and then coming home and then working more when it would be so easy to just relax. Like that is a level of passion that like I wish I had, but I don't yet, or I haven't found the thing in my life that has given me that passion. Because it's clearly not filmmaking, or at least it's not the Art Institute professional business Hollywood kind of filmmaking that they teach you. They don't teach you like, I mean, obviously they don't teach you how to be a YouTuber, but they don't teach you just how to make something fun and like interesting really at AI. Like just how to go out and just make simple things. It's all about like it's the film industry business. It's the business side of things, and I don't like that. I am not a fan of that side of things. So I don't have a passion for that. And again, it goes back to pre-production, all that stuff that I'm just not good at. Like all that stuff is not me. So, and again, speaking of my senior film, like I took the Mega 64 mentality and just wanted to make a fun thing. Cause like I wrote a first script, which is a serious like script about like a student that like seduces a teacher, and it's like this revenge thing, and it's it was a very like serious kind of thing, like very like it was meant to like really like make you feel something. But the reason why I scrapped that is because I realized that this is just kind of like a pretentious like generic like, oh, I'm an indie filmmaker, look at me making art, like look at this like emotional tugging on your heartstrings thing, like oh, and it's all dark and edgy, and it's like I wasn't really feeling that. Not saying that I don't want to make stuff like that, but like I feel like you have to earn the right to make something like that. But I just wanted to make something fun, so I scrapped that entirely and just made this like fight, like essentially the film revolves around just a fight scene that I wanted to make with practical effects. I wanted to learn practical effects because I don't teach you that there, so I have to teach myself. I have to want to learn practical effects, do like gunshot effects and blood stuff, and like it's just like it's this really like kind of campy. I'm not playing it like a comedy thing. It is serious, but it's not meant to like make you feel anything other than to just be a fun thing to watch. And the reason why is because I want it to be a fun thing to film. I want to have fun making it. And that's kind of like the spirit of like the filmmaking and stuff that I watch online, is we make things that are more fun for us to make, and then we find the audience that wants it. But like I'm just trying to think, like, so that is what I'm trying to do, but because it's been so hard and such a hassle to do, it's really bringing me down. And there's other things that are making me depressed and bringing me down, and reasons why I hate myself I could go into forever. I mean, this is nearing 20 minutes, so I want to keep around that length. But like, I guess I'm just being personal just because I feel like I need to finally tell something. I've had all these thoughts in my head cooped up for years and stuff, and like no one, aside from like a handful, like literally 2 people know this stuff. Even then, just 1 person mostly. So it's like here it is, I'm pushing it out there, especially since I know other people are depressed and kind of hate themselves. Like I've seen some of the posts that Mike has made and that Saad has made, and other people. Like we go to an art school. I'm under the assumption that everyone is kind of depressed in their own way, and we're too afraid to say it, I guess. Which I know I am too, but I'm getting it out here just because why the fuck not? Who cares? I assume people don't pay attention to me, so whatever. Who cares? Here it is. But again, I wish people could be more honest about the stuff and things would go a lot better. But like, I don't know. I just need to find my place and what I'm really passionate about, whatever specific thing it really is. And I haven't really found it yet, or at least I think I've found things I'm mostly passionate about, but it's just such specific parts of filmmaking and not the whole process. And some people are passionate about the whole process, and I'm just not there yet. I don't think I'm good enough for that yet. Where do I even go from here? But I don't know. This isn't like woe is me, go and help me and all that stuff. But it's more just kind of like, okay, this is just an exercise in expressing myself. That is what I'm doing. Just getting myself out here for those that give a shit. If anyone gives a shit, I don't know. But just if you've like struggled with this stuff before, if you've had issues with finding your passion, let me know. And if you want to just make dumb, stupid videos just for the fun of it, also let me know, because that's really what I kind of want to do. And if you want to make internet content, also let me know, because that is also what I want to do. And I don't know anyone else that has the time or like passion for that like I do. Which even then I don't have a. Do I have a passion for it? I don't know. We'll see. But that's at least as of right now what I think I want to do. And I'm still gonna finish my senior, hopefully. And once we get to the actual filmmaking part, it will go a lot smoother. I mean, it's gonna be a stressful nightmare getting it all done, but it's gonna be a fun nightmare working with practical effects and doing like the action stuff, making all the mistakes, and that's fine. I'm fine with making mistakes. That's okay, and all that stuff. And editing's gonna be the most fun. I love editing, legitimately. Editing's great, but just, I don't know if you have any like thoughts on this. Just kind of, I'm curious what people will think about this. Like someone sharing like something so honest, even though I'm not telling tons of stuff. But that's again, I don't want to keep this too long. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling at this point. But yeah, just thanks for listening. I guess this mess of a podcast, this word vomit that I just spit it out here. But thanks for listening, and I will try to get another one out next week, hopefully. And let me know if you want to hear more stuff like this. If you want me to be more personal and stuff like be honest with stuff like this, or should I just talk about my favorite animated films and media and stuff and all that bullshit, which I do enjoy talking about. It's all fun. It's all practicing, getting better at talking, you know. I don't think there's been too many pauses here, hopefully. So, I think I'm getting better. My audio quality is probably still shit, but whatever. But anyways, thanks for listening, and leave any comments or thoughts down below. Bye-bye.